Got a clue.
Yeah, well, we will see if Guild can bounce back. They ran into the buzzsaw that is BDS in the opening round. They were outscored 9-2 in that series. It was, of course, a clean 3-0 sweep. As Exotic will start things off for Solary. Again, all French squad for Solary. You would expect these guys to be able to bounce back. I would think more than Guild, but you seem to disagree. You've got Guild here in this one.
Yeah, I mean, I know what you mean. Certainly, Guild are a team that are very susceptible to getting down on themselves mentally after a disappointing loss. But I feel like personally, they are, whilst they are maybe mentally a little bit weak from time to time, they also have bags of confidence as well. And I think they'll know deep down that they've got more quality in their lineup than this French team. So my money is just about on Guild, but I would not be shocked at all for the French team to destroy them. 1-0.
Well, there is Noli getting the opening goal, and it is Guild that strikes first. An uncharacteristic giveaway there from Carrion as he just drops that to the corner, not able to follow the play up, and Noli right place, right time.
Yeah, pretty weak. Drop from Kieran into a pretty dangerous area, and then the keeper didn't really look like he was ready for a shot. He just sort of let it fly over him. I mean, don't get me wrong, nice, powerful finish from Noli, but you'd expect a lot better from the defense there.
Solary last week only dropping one of their 4 matches. They fell to Team Liquid, who had a nice resurgence after failing to make the second stage in the first regional. Here's Scrub Killer. Looking for the double, got bumped on his way up, so Exotic can clear this away. But Solary, well, that's a giveaway by Tho, so hold the phone. There's a shot from Yukis, and Solary ties the game.
Yeah, nice bit of work from Exotic. He gets the double tap, puts Nolly in an awkward spot, and then Yukis, nice tidy finish, bangs at the top corner. Both teams looking decent on offense and a bit weak on defense. I expect this to be a high-scoring series.
Plenty of goals to go around in the opening couple of minutes. Yukis just lets that ball go away. Got away from him a little bit. So Tho will have a drive. That's blocked well out in front. So now Noli has to contend with Yukis. Now Carrion gonna try to take this himself. Some interference in front, and he goes right through Noli.
Wow, what an air dribble. This is the mechanics of this team on display right here. Beautiful control, and he somehow managed to dribble it into the top corner and still keep his car in the way for the block with not a lot of boost to work with. Beautiful mechanics from Kieran there. Is it Kieran or Carrion? I feel like it's it's got to be Kieran, right?
You know what, we can go with Kieran. I don't know for sure. There are so many of these players that you can ask them how they want their name pronounced, and they'll give you 3 different pronunciations. There's Scrub Killer. We all know how to say that as he ties up the game immediately, and you called it a moment ago. Just goals left and right. There is no defense in the opening half of this game.
Yeah, I mean, it was a nice dunk from Noli, but I feel like a dunk in that position shouldn't equal a goal straight away. So it was a tidy finish as well from Scrub. Slotted it under the keeper, but again, defense slightly lacking from the French lads there.
So this is given away to Karen as Yukis rotates out. It'll be Tho trying to bring this through, and finally, somebody made a stop. It's Yukis. And can they clear the zone? That's the next challenge. And the answer, yes, at least for a moment.
Yeah, I think what's contributing as well to the high-scoring game is that all these players love using all of their boost for, let's not say ambitious plays, but certainly slightly more risky plays, slightly more high-flying, explosive plays. So they're leaving their teammates in outnumbered situations a lot, and then also a lot of the time, a lot of these players are low on boost, which is a factor. What a shot from Kyle there. How did he get so much power on this? My word, just absolutely clattered it. There's 3 people in net, none of them can even save it.
I know, there's just like a ball-sized gap right in between all 3 defenders, and Scrub Killer found it.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't even look like a particularly dangerous situation, You were expecting the shot to come in, but there was 3 people. Oh my god, it just can't stop scoring.
Just goals left and right, and get a load of, I think it's Yukis here. Does he get the bump? He certainly does.
I love that. That is so enjoyable to watch, and it feels so dirty, but it's so good at the same time. Lovely bump from you, Yukis. Great stuff.
So who will score next? I mean, just pull a name out of a hat at this point. 3-3 with still a ton of Rocket League to play, though. Kieran comes up empty there, so Tho back the other way. He will not be able to follow for a double, and Exotic does get it at least out to the corner for a moment. But this ricochets back towards the net, and Kieran has to scramble across.
Yeah, chance to do a little air dribble here. Fakes the first player over the second player. Oh, beautiful goal. It's unbelievable. Great fake pass though, absolutely mind-gamed. It pops to a scrub. Easiest goal of Yukis' career. This is a very entertaining game, I'd say.
This is probably starting to look a little bit like what Barrage and Vitality must have looked like. Because they had a few shootouts in that game, a pair of 4-3s, as Barrage knocked off Vitality in the opening round.
Yeah, and I feel like there's still goals in this. I reckon this is going to be 6-5 before the end of it, something like that. At least 5-4. This is a mental game. Defense is just a a side note in this game. It's all about the creativity and the explosiveness of these players.
I mean, you know that there is no defense on display when there are more goals than there are saves combined between the two teams. Goes across Noli. It's just a matter of when they're going to tie this game, as here comes Tho. His shot does get by Exotic.
Great finish from Tho. Bit of a weak clear from Kieran, not really what you're looking for, but there's, again, pretty much a ball-sized hole at the right-hand side of the goal, and Tho found it. A little bit unlucky from the keeper. He backflipped, came off the post, hit him in the back and went in, but a great shot from Tho nonetheless. And like I said, plenty of goals to come still, at least one more in this series.
Yeah, and almost right there from Exotic. Though the stop is made by Scrubkilla, now Tho is up to challenge Kieran. Exotic just patiently waiting. His shot is saved again by Scrub.
I feel like this game is exactly what both of these teams want. Neither of these teams are going into a game, no matter who they're against, neither of these teams are going into a game. Oh my god, no! Neither of these teams are going into a series looking for a sketchy 1-0 victory. Both these teams are looking to score as much as possible and just hope that it's enough.
Oh, they thought they had forced overtime, and now Solary has to play just a little more defense as they get that ball to drop, and so we'll go to overtime. The only thing you've been wrong about so far, Marky, it won't be 6-5, but close enough.
Yeah, this has been an unbelievable game. I reckon GLD are going to take this. I don't know what it is. I just feel like they've got the big name players. Scrub, I feel like Scrub loves overtime. If there's a player that you want in overtime, it's Scrub. My money's on GLD. Let's just see what happens. Great fake.
Exotic. Oh, he's got the inside. No, Tho's going to get up in a hurry, and he could not. And Carrion ends it less than 30 seconds into overtime. An absolute shootout in game one.
Oh, great play from Exotic. Just muscles his way through two defenders, pops it in front of net, and then I think it was Tho side flips under the ball and leaves it open for Kieran. And game one to Solary. What a game. That was some thoroughly entertaining stuff.
These two teams combined in one game to score more than I think both teams combined did in their opening round. Good grief.
Yeah, this is...
So now what do you do for an encore, right, Marky? I mean, you've had just back and forth a track meet up and down the field. I mean, eventually something's got to click and defense has to accidentally happen, right?
Honestly, I feel like it's going to be much the same. I think the next game, I would at least 3-2 in the next game. It doesn't look like any of these players have even the slightest desire to do anything but go for glory on every play and go for as many goals as possible.
What was your preference when you played? You want to play a more defensive style, or do you just want to have like a, every game go 5-4, 6-5, just up and down the field?
I was always I mean, I was a terrible defender, so I was always score as many goals as possible. You know, and if Cucks defends well and 3v1's in our net, then fair enough.
Well, they didn't waste any time here, did they? 20 seconds in, and Karen's added yet another for Solary.
Yeah, great play from Exotic. Dunks the daylights out of the defender, gets the ball across. Kieran, nice easy finish. Great goal from Solary. And we're right back at it again for another absolute slugfest.
And what do they have for an encore? And we've just got a taste of presumably much more to come. And it's interesting to see Solary in a game like that opener. Surely they have to score here. And no, probably their best chance to score, and they come up empty.
Yeah, they had all 3 players up for that as well, just to absolutely make sure it went in, and it still didn't go in. But they got another chance here from Yukas. Doesn't quite come off. And now let's see what Kieran can do. Takes one out of the game. Nice dunk. And this is probably the longest we've gone without a goal.
Yeah, it feels like they've just stopped playing for a moment. Only going for interference.
No!
Oh, that's the best defense Solary's played all day.
Yeah, that's the first bit of defending we've seen by either team, and it's Noli on the wrong net. I think he must have assumed that the keeper would have had the save, but little did he know Kieran was freaking out in the net, had no idea what was going on, and was just flopping around. And he saves his teammate's shot and costs them the equalizer.
So bizarre to see Solary in a series like this, because they made their money on being a very defensive team in the rival series. A team that just frustrated everybody, and you couldn't get anything against them. This is dangerous on the way back, but just slowing it down enough allowed Yukas to get back in time, though they are not out of the woods by any means. Now they can finally clear this downfield. Now they're up against a team in Guild that didn't do a whole lot against BDS, but they were able to match them shot for shot going into overtime.
I feel like Guild might have a slight communication problem, and that can be a huge issue when you come up against a well-organized team like BDS who just smother you with rotations. If you're not communicating clearly and perfectly at all times, you're going to get mixed up and make double commits. We saw an example of it earlier when Noli saved the shot. You know, I feel like someone needs to give him a shout like, please don't touch that, it's it. You know, if he'd have just had that shout, there would be 1-1 right now. I mean, maybe they did get the shout and it came too late or something, but definitely communication is something that they might have to think about.
Guild got to this stage last week after narrowly, and I do mean narrowly, surviving in the 5th round in a match that, by all rights, they probably deserve to lose horribly. And now this drop down, boy, they're making the most of their opportunities, aren't they?
Yeah, this is all about the pass here. This has to be right on the money. Just smashes it right in front of Noli, and then Noli's nice easy goal for him. Great pass from Tho, very impressive.
These opening stages, before you get into that top 8 playoff, they are indeed all about survival. It doesn't matter if you go 3-0, 3-0, 3-0, or if you do just enough to get into the next stage. There's Exotic rolling one in as well, and the hits keep on coming.
Yeah, Noli does a poor defensive touch, sort of invites the dunk from Yukas, and Exotic, very smart finish to find the corner past the oncoming defender. Like, Noli in that position just has to batter it clear. You know, we've just equalized. Let's not be risky. Let's just get the ball away. Unfortunately, he dilly-dallies and gives away a goal.
4 goals now, or 4 goals for Kieran. 1 goal and 3 assists for Exotic. He's looking for a 4th assist, and he may just get it. No, Yukas might, as Kieran scores his 5th of the series.
Yeah, Kieran is on fire. I was definitely very impressed with him in the first game, and another fantastic finish there. He seems to have it all. He's got the pressure, the speed, the passes. Definitely has the finishing. Someone who I hadn't heard much of, honestly, until very recently, and he's looking like a top-tier player.
He has been instrumental so often in what Solary has done. So many clutch goals over the past calendar year. Kieran will try to get out to Exotic. He can't as he's stuffed by Noli. So now Tho trying to fight his way through traffic, unable to. This is a chance now for Solary to start to run away with Game 2 and perhaps the series.
Yeah, intelligent defending there from Solary. Saw that there was a man in the middle in a dangerous position. Oh, what a save. And they just bumped him, and it meant they couldn't receive the pass, and they relieved the pressure. And again, just there, beautiful save. Finally, Solary, the goals weren't a problem, but they're finally starting to defend pretty nicely as well.
Rupkilla trying to pinch along the ceiling, didn't quite get where he wanted to, but still has a chance, if not for the defense of Yukis. Things have settled down significantly for Solary. Oh, just kidding! No, it's still off the crossbar! How did they miss that? That happened to him all last week!
Oh no, such good play from Nully as well. Takes 2 players out of the game with just beautiful speed and intelligence, and then
this is how they're gonna score. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, oh my goodness. I can't believe he missed that shot. And then, you know, the Rocket League gods felt bad for him and gave him a full field dunk goal to make up for the horrible miss. And they're back in it, they got a chance here.
If they had $1 or a pound or €1, whatever, for every time they hit the post or crossbar on an open net last weekend, they wouldn't need the prize money from this region.
No, it hurts so much. I've missed a couple in my time, and when your team just needs a goal, the golden opportunity presents itself, you just batter against the crossbar, it really hurts.
Time has run out. No. They need to get downfield, and then, boy, it's just almost atypical of pro play here. Now Noli downfield. They somehow salvage anything out of this. It's amazing. Can Scrubkilla keep this in the air? No, we almost collided with Noli. Now, though, he's got to scramble to keep this up. Oh, now here's Scrubkilla. No, Karen got there first. This will drop, and Solary hangs on. But again, it's another 1-goal game, even though it felt like Solary was in control for the vast majority of that game. They had a tough time putting Guild away.
Yeah, I think they both actually had a really good series, honestly. I felt like there weren't really any super bad defensive mistakes. Nolly made a bit of an error, but overall the quality was very good. I think every goal was pretty well worked. All had good passes and good finishing. Just a very high quality series overall. Very impressive stuff from both teams.
So now we go into a closeout opportunity for Solary as, again, they're somehow the team that has come out on top between these two. Again, somebody's going to be 0-2 and with a foot in the grave effectively in this regional when all is said and done. Same could be said for Vitality and Liquid. I mean, you drop the first match in a tournament and you expect if you have a second life, you're going to have an easier time of it. If you're Guild, you go from PDS to Solary. If you're Vitality, you go from Barrage to Liquid. I mean, good luck.
Yeah, these days it's long gone are the days where the top 5 teams are guaranteed to beat, you know, teams outside the top 10. Every single team in this tournament is a killer. It's a squad full of killers, and you can't rest on any of these lineups because on their day they'll beat anyone. So going 0-2 is a death wish in this tournament because there is no team that you're guaranteed to beat.
Only intercepted by Karen, and now Yukis over to pass. Karen. What a pass!
See, this is where players of lesser quality would maybe just shoot. I mean, he probably could have shot, to be fair, it was pretty open, but he just beautiful pass to his teammate, guaranteed the goal. Lovely little pass from Yukis. I like, you know, he could have shot, but I like the pass. The pass is a lot prettier. Very good stuff from Yukis.
Former world champion Marky Duda's seal of approval on the pass from Yukis, and it leads to Kieran's 6th goal of the series. Boy, he is just filling it up right now.
Yeah, just give Kieran shooting opportunities and you're sorted. I mean, I used to sort of do the same thing with Cux. You just sort of give them decent passes, give them something to work with. They'll score a high percentage of the time. It's great to have a team play like that team, because you just know, as long as I do my job, as long as I find them, I'm going to get results.
Go downfield off the ceiling pinch, but Yukis is right there. The defense with Solary, at risk of jinxing it, seems to have settled down.
Yeah.
Last time I said that, they gave up an open net opportunity, and it almost ended up in their net if not for the crossbar.
Yeah, they did look a little bit more structured defensively last time. Let's panicky here. Oh, Yuka's lovely double touch. A little bit fortunate with the dunk, but you make your own luck.
You put yourself in enough fortuitous positions, things will go your way, and they are going the way of Solary right now. After dropping 1-3 to endpoint, they are 3.5 minutes away from a clean sweep. Well, maybe not a clean sweep, but a sweep of Guild.
Quality and talent on the pitch. Okay, so I think we lost my mic for a second.
This is popped away for Noli. Scrub Killer coming up empty, still almost salvaged that play. As Solary, again, closing in on getting back even in this second stage of the regional. Again, 3 wins to get into the playoffs, 3 losses, knocks you out.
Noli. No!
Noli, oh, he got the flip reset, but could not get the shot on, and now Karen, he clears away. Didn't get it out of the zone, however, and that forces Exotic to stay back.
Oh, what a pass! No way! That is the best pass I've ever seen. I'm not even exaggerating. Look how early he's up for this. And look at the pace he gets on it for scrub. I've literally never seen a better pass in my life. That was unbelievable.
And Yukas could do nothing about it.
Yeah.
That
Yukas
was...
I mean,
the pass was nice. The shot placement was even better.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a defender there, first of all, you see Noli up and you're like, no way, he's got this. I mean, if he's got it, he's just sort of hitting it for the sake of hitting it. And then it pings straight at Scrub Killer. You're like, oh god, okay, well, at least, like, you know, it's still a hard shot. And he just zings it right in the corner. Just a fantastic goal from Guild. So much. They're so dangerous from anywhere.
If Guild goes away, it will not be quietly in this series as they continue to hang around. They will not let Solary just outright put him away. Here goes Noli, chasing after the ball, and Yukas got a full tank to set up Tho. And now it's going to be Scrub Kill off the rebound. Noli is there against Yukas, but Yukas got there first.
Yeah, it feels like Guild have, like, you know, they've taken a while, but it feels like they've warmed up now. You can sort of feel the confidence coming off them a bit. The question is it too little too late? So if they continue like this, they're going to be okay, but there's only a minute left and they're losing.
Kieran perhaps looking for the knockout blow, flick up over the crossbar, and Yukas could not get there in time. Guild survives again. Solary's had a couple really good opportunities. That one's been turned away. This goes all the way across. It'll be Carrion to get to it first. And that forced the rest of Guild's defense back. Noli did get some boost at midfield, but what can he do with it? He's going to be stuck at the back for a moment with only 50 seconds left.
Yeah, it's key to sort of, now that there's a minute left for you to take the series, it's key that you don't get too excited and overcommit on a scoring opportunity or something. I think you need, like this from Exotic, for me, is too risky. You know, I mean, it is Kieran at the back, he is unreal, but you're sort of leaving him in a very risky situation. I think they need to, like, remain calm and try and keep 3 people behind the ball and just close this game out. Or score a third
Exotic
goal.
knockout blow. There it is. Solary up 2 goals with 20 seconds left, and finally the defensive Guild breaks down one more time.
Yeah, and the man of the match there, for me, Kieran, he's just been everywhere. He's been swarming the Guild boys here. He just dunks one, comes in, dunks the other one, gives his teammate an open net. He has been everywhere this series. And is he gonna score another one? Yeah, oh, no, not quite. I think Kieran, for me, man of the match. Super impressed with him. 10 out of 10 performance.
He scored 6 goals in this series. It means he's got 6 goals on the day. He was left scoreless in their opening series against Endpoint, but he absolutely shines against Guild as Solary moves to 1-1 through the first couple of rounds, and now Guild will have their backs against the wall 0-2 trying to, position they're going to have to win 3 in a row to make it into tomorrow's top 8 playoff.
Yeah, I mean they do have it in them. I feel like Guild on their day can beat anyone if they can get 3 wins in a row certainly, but they need to play a little bit better. They came up against a great Solary side, but they do need to play a bit better, a bit more communication. They were a bit disheveled on defense. They, throw battered an open goal into the crossbar. They do need to play better, but I think they can do it. I do believe in them to go 3 games in a row.
Well, they may not get much of a reprieve because some of the teams that they could end up facing in the next round include either whoever loses between Vitality and Liquid. They could end up against a team like Monkeys. Could end up against S2V, who looked very impressive in the opening weekend. There are a lot of teams that are going to be in that O2 bracket that you just kind of left scratching your head like, wait, really? We're going to lose these guys in round 3? It's going to be a very bizarre weekend as things roll on here, Marky.
Yeah, I sort of forgot that Vitality had dropped into the losing half. I'm not as confident in my statement anymore that Guild are gonna go 3 games in a row. Because if they draw Vitality, I reckon Vitality are winning. I think that loss from Vitality was a one-off. They looked great in the grid the other day. Yeah, I think Vitality are gonna go back up, and if Guild can avoid Vitality, I think they'll go back up too. But we'll see.
Well, that will do it here for round number 2. Let us know on Twitter who you think is going to make it into that top 8 playoff, and who do you think is going to fall earlier than expected in this regional? At us, at RL Esports. Use the hashtag RLCSX. Join the conversation. Let us know what you think. Come back in just about, who knows, by the end of this round, come back and join us for round 3 as E-League's coverage of the RLCS rolls on after this.